Right then, so we've got some mad stuff to react to. I'll show you like what's going on here. Where's my I got my earphones here. I just made a whole video, yeah, in portrait, and it was supposed to be landscape. Messed the whole thing up, bro. Pissed, bro. Let's get into it. Gonna have to make a whole new video. I did this whole video 26 minutes. 26 minutes, bro. And then it got messed up because I was supposed to do it in landscape and I did it in portrait. Pissed me off, that didn't it? Let me go back on this now. So this video now ain't gonna be too long.
The following video was recorded. Had been noticing a pattern she couldn't ignore. Every night at around 10 p.m., her dogs would begin barking in the same direction, reacting as if something was there even though she couldn't see anything herself. At first, it seemed like one of those things you explain away, maybe a stray animal, a passing shadow, or something just outside the camera's range. But the consistency of it happening at the exact same time every night made it harder to dismiss. Eventually, she decided to go back and review the footage during one of those moments, hoping to finally understand what had been triggering her dog's watch.
Barking loud as well, man. Something's defo there. What was that? What is that, bro?
As the footage plays, something unusual begins to move, and at first glance, its shape and motion are unclear enough that her immediate thought was that it could be something like a UFO or an unusual light anomaly passing by. However, as it continues moving, the form becomes more defined, and what starts to emerge looks far more structured than a simple light, taking on the outline of a full human body, complete with what appears to be a face, before it passes out of view. After sharing the clip, the reactions she received were anything but ordinary, with some viewers suggesting that what was captured could be a demonic presence or even a fallen angel. There are also those who approach it from a different angle, suggesting that what appears in the footage could be something mimicking human form without actually being human, which would explain why it initially looks
like
undefined before becoming clear as it moves.
That looks like a face to me.
What exactly was caught on Carla's camera that night? A trick of light, something explainable that only looks strange on video, or something moving through her property that isn't supposed to be there at all? You decide.
Number 5.
Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, then you'll definitely recognize this house. The 263-year-old colonial home, known for its eerie attic and its deeply unsettling collection of dolls, has built a reputation over time that many viewers now describe as one of the scariest houses in America. And once you look into the history of what's been happening there, it becomes easier to understand why. Over the years, the owners have documented a wide range of unexplained activity, including shadowy apparitions moving from room to room, the sound of heavy footsteps echoing through the house when no one else is inside, disembodied voices that seem to come from nowhere in particular, and even their
Did you see that amount of dolls just sat there?
Disembodied voices that seem to come from nowhere in particular, and even their cat reacting in ways that suggest it is tracking something invisible as it moves through the space. One night this was captured on camera.
Get out. Get out. Get out. If that's not a sign, what is? What is, bro? You taking a piss?
My phone just started dying, and the notification did scare the shit out of me.
Whoa. That ain't a sign to get out. I don't know what is.
Just did my skincare. And I am going back downstairs.
Well, why is that cat still there, man? Why is that black cat still there? You got a black cat.
In the footage,
Says it all.
the light inside the bathroom begins flickering, but what unsettles many viewers is the timing, because the moment she walks into the bathroom, the flickering stops completely, as if whatever was affecting the light suddenly ceased the second it was no longer alone. Another thing that truly made people uncomfortable came later, when one viewer pointed something out that others hadn't initially noticed. A face, caught for a brief moment. With everything that's already been reported in this house, it becomes difficult not to question every detail. Because when a place already has a history of movement, voices, and unexplained reactions from both people and animals, even the smallest visual anomaly starts to feel significant. For now, this one remains unsolved.
Whoa.
Get this
What's
advert
that?
off my
I just want to.
screen. Number 4.
In this next video, a security guard working at an Aurrera store shares a series of experiences that have gradually turned his routine night shifts into something far more unsettling than anyone would expect from a retail environment. What should have been a quiet job, mostly consisting of walking the aisles, checking doors, and making sure everything is in place, has instead become a pattern of strange occurrences that seem to follow him throughout the store. One day, while still on duty, he hears a strange noise coming from one of the aisles, something distinct enough to make him stop and investigate rather than dismiss it. Watch.
I ain't investigating anything, mate.
Otra vez están escuchando ruidos.
Pack your stuff and get out.
Estaba aquí haciendo el recorrido, pero escuché un ruido aquí adentro. No sé si estaba crujiendo algo o no sé si... No sé. Qué raro. Ya no sé realmente qué hacer. Todo me extraña de este lado.
Bro, there's all types of little places to hide as well, man.
Ya no sé qué hacer. Ya realmente no sé qué es lo que voy a hacer. Ya no entiendo ni qué es lo que está...
Oi, 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 yo. What was that?
¿Qué cojones?
Bro, they like to investigate too much, man. Get out.
No mames. Sácate a la verga al chile, pinche mamada.
Calling a ghost an idiot.
A su puta madre. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Hay alguien ahí?
Is there anyone there? Oh, you just heard it. Where's he gonna go to now?
¿Qué se ve ahí al fondo? Oh, no mames.
What is that?
From that point on, his shifts seem to revolve around trying to make sense of what is causing these disturbances, as he moves through the store, checking corners, scanning aisles, and responding to sounds that never seem to have a clear source. In another video he shared, viewers finally notice something. Watch.
Se asomó y la verdad me da mucho miedo estar viniendo a asomarme
I'm really
para
scared
acá.
to be coming here to look out.
¿Qué es eso? Se está moviendo el carro. Soy yo, se está moviendo esa mierda. No mames, se está moviendo. ¿Qué mierda pasa aquí?
Should even be working on your own. Like, what's going on?
Se está moviendo esa porquería. No te muevas, no te muevas. No, 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 no.
This
Oh,
time, it is
something's
not
there,
just the
man.
trolley moving on its
Something's
own
there.
that draws attention, but a figure that appears briefly, positioned in a way that suggests it is watching him rather than simply passing through. What surprised many people, however, was his response when asked whether this only happens at night, because according to him, the activity does not follow a schedule. This is what his day at work looks like.
Desde hace
I
rato
ain't
se ve
working
como
there,
que
bro.
esa cinta se está moviendo.
I am not working in this place, bro.
Y la verdad ya me está dando como un poco de miedo porque por todo lo que ha estado pasando ya ni sé qué realmente es lo que voy a hacer. Ya nada más me pongo yo mismo nervioso, ya no sé qué es lo que pasa aquí. No mames. Otra vez no, otra vez no, otra vez no, otra vez no, otra vez no. Ya, por favor, ya que ya no pasen estas cosas.
Need to get out,
Anda que me
man.
está dando un chingo de miedo. No
Oi,
mames, no,
oi.
sácate a la
Facing
verga
it.
ya. No mames, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué me pasan estas cosas a mí? ¿Por qué? Ya no quiero que me pase nada de esto, por favor. Ya no sé ni a dónde mierda esconderme.
Ah,
No
that's
mames,
it,
ya.
bro.
Even during the day,
I heard
when the
that
store should feel more
and you still
active
sat
and
there,
grounded, there are still moments where objects move in darkness and solve.
Let's get on to number 3. This is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna see what happens.
The
Yeah.
following video was recorded by a man named Rody, who, at this point, has gone weeks without a proper night's sleep, all because of a persistent knocking sound that begins late at night and continues for hours without stopping. It isn't occasional or random, but something that happens every single night with enough consistency to wear him down, forcing him to lie awake listening to a sound he cannot trace or explain. After enduring this for over a month, he finally decides to confront it, even though it means stepping outside his house at around 3 a.m. and walking toward the exact area where the
3
knocking
a.m.
always seems to come from. Watch.
Not a chance.
Chicos, yo voy a filmar esto porque después me dicen que es mentira.
You can hear it,
Ustedes
bro.
escuchan ese ruido, ¿no? Porque... Pará, no puede ser. Quiero que vean la hora que es de la mañana.
40.
Hace un frío afuera. Quiero que vean. Ahí, de acá.
Why
viene
is that
el ruido,
chair
de ahí
just
lo estoy
there?
escuchando.
Why is that chair there, bro? Move that.
Hace un
That's
frío.
creepy in itself. Why is that chair there?
Miren,
What I
está
mean?
el asador. El pasillo. ¡Ey! ¿Qué carajo, boludo? Quiero que vean.
What did I just see?
Porque posta no se dejan de escuchar esos ruidos desde mi pieza ahora.
What's that in the noise in my room?
Nah.
Ah, that's swinging. Oh my days, bro. Whatever he just saw, I couldn't see it properly. Just got.
As he
what?
records, something briefly appears near the fence line, peeking before quickly pulling back as if it has been noticed. The movement is fast, but clear enough to suggest something moving in the dark. What makes this moment harder to dismiss is the lack of any follow-up sound, because if that had been a person running away, there should have been
Then
footsteps,
something just
some indication of
something
movement
threw
across the ground, but
an item
there
at
is
him.
nothing. But
As
that
well.
isn't the only detail that stands out. At another point in the footage, the swing nearby can be seen moving. If it were the wind, you would expect the surrounding
Nah,
plants to
it ain't
move
the
with the
wind,
same
bro.
intensity
What?
or rhythm, yet they remain
Bro.
relatively still, while the swing continues moving like someone had been sitting there moments before getting up. So if something was at the fence and something was moving the swing,
Nah.
could those
You
two
don't need to
moments be
get out,
connected?
bro, and just
You
go
decide.
somewhere. I'm not standing there watching all of this stuff happen. I'll see you lot in the next one. Peace out, guys.